Welcome to Update with Precious. It is always sweet my belly to follow on a talk every time about things really happen for inside Nigeria. My name is Precious Enyi, and always a pleasure to be with you. And joining me this evening in the studio is Prince Francis Chilaka. Prince Francis, thank you so much for obliging me, and thank you for always obliging my request whenever I call you. Make we talk about Matadem, where they worry Nigerians. So we get a few things we will go talk about today, and it is them plenty. Well, but they still they few. You understand? When something they few come plenty, you can imagine that. Okay, because matter day for grand, and you know go good, make you no pay attention to this matter them. Will be say day for grand. Hey, I don't even know where I want to start this thing though, because the matter they long well. So early this morning, we wake up to the news say, hey, U.S. courts don't come their own again. And I don't even know why it be say their courts then just they will function anyhow. Because today on our own jelly like this, court can't tell us, say, excuse me, we won't begin review secrets about on our president. We say, again, what's happen? On I don't they use this thing they do us the more you look, the less you see, the more you look, the less you see since. On I never still do and finish. Now, waiting be the wait here on a war reveal again, wait here on a war reveal again. So now that matter, now be so we go talk because presidency itself don't reply to the matter. Presidency don't talk their own for the matter. We go let you know waiting president don't also talk about the matter. And then we go also go into other matter than we say day grant as they talk today. Well, plenty other things that we will go talk about. Make I even begin to name them one by one. But first of all, Mr. Francis Chelaka, how you did? First of all, you know, good man, ask you how you did. You would be very rude.
I do, I do, I do. Nigeria don't tire everybody. This is about
you.
this is no, but seriously, this is 3 weeks down the line, no electricity supply.
Whoa! In your part of town,
I'm still,
not even a blink.
yes, I'm still.
Why?
This is going to Monday will be hitting the 4th week. The last time they gave us the last time they told us that they had underground cable problem, they were fixing it, and after that, I think they gave us light for a day, and since then they've gone off. So nobody's talking to us. This is the Nigeria you and I are in. This is the Nigeria that somebody would tell me renewed hope. I don't know what we are renewing about this hopelessness.
Say you still spending plenty fuel, oh, how you can't manage your no vex.
We don't you know when you're a family man.
Of our father, I'm apologizing. No vex.
When you're a family man, and your children are not interested whether there is money or not. All they know is that they must get good things of life. And like your president will always say, he's preparing Nigeria for generation yet unborn. But yet, the generation that is here with him, now hunger, poverty, starvation, I won't kill them.
So sorry about that. But let's begin to get to this matter. So as I said it earlier today, presidency, we will talk about the U.S. court, as U.S. court don't order FBI, DEA, that is the drug agency for inside U.S., say made them release document on Tinubu drug records, right? And then the presidency don't reply. We will look at him reply. And then Atiku Abubakar don't come talk you on and say, hell, Nigeria not deserve this kind of abomination. Sorry. Not deserve this kind of thing. We'll go talk about them too. Meanwhile, in all of this brouhaha where they happen, your brother Prince Francis Chilaka, in name na Dave Omahi, he don't come talk, say, he they speak as a prophet. I prophesy to you right now that Tinubu, Kaduna governor, will do 8 years in power. I speak, if I not be a man of God, I speak to you right now. That's how you talk. And then meanwhile, your other brother, Joe Igbokwe, say, you don't talk, say, there will be huge consequences if Nigeria continues to neglect Southeast. People can say, hello, calm down. Now you wake up from sleep. Now your money come. Why did you say now you remember saying they neglect Southeast? Come down. Honorable, what is going on? Turn off your mic, honorable. Well, all this matter, then wait till we go look at. And then we'll also look at other matter as Wole Soyinka don't slam NBC for banning Idris Abdulkarim song. Wole Soyinka slam NBC. Well, they talk about our village, say now one person wake up 9 in the morning, we'll go talk about that matter too as they go on. And then INC don't they fume over the destruction of Governor Fubara billboard removal of portraits for inside River State. Say removal of portraits for inside River State. So the new local government administrators, them where it be say the local government administrator, sorry, the state administrator employ, appoint. They don't go on a removal spree for some areas for inside River State. Begin remove Tinubu billboard and all those things. Well, at the matter where they grant be this will be so good talk about. I just make I introduce them to you. But we could begin start the matter then one by one. Let me start with this River State on very quickly before we enter Ogatinubu. You know, so Ogatinubu on suppose balance when we could begin talking. So the Ijaw National Congress, INC, they don't strongly condemn the destruction of removal of billboards and portraits of suspended River State Governor Siminalayi Fubara, describing the action as barbaric and provocative. So they don't they make them the vex, so they don't they provoke them now. Now, over the week, unidentified individuals were spotted tearing down images of Governor Fubara alongside that of the immediate past chairman of Obiakwa local government area, Honorable Chijioke Ihumo, in parts of River State. Now, the backlash follows last week's open letter by Professor God knows Bolade Gali, president of the Pan Niger Delta Elders Forum, Pandem, who questioned the sole administrator of River State, Vice Admiral Epot Eke Ebas, retired, over the removal of Fubara's portraits from Port Harcourt International Airport and other government offices. Now, reacting to the incident, INC President Professor Benjamin Okaba condemned the removal of governor's image, stating that Governor Fubara was suspended, not impeached, and therefore remains the legitimate symbol of governance in the state. So now don't define our trouble now. We dare our own and define our trouble. Now, it is most barbaric, he quoted, for anyone to begin tearing down billboards of a governor who was suspended without due process. Not be said they even suspend them well. They suspend them without due process. Now he say they're barbaric to begin tearing billboard. That's what Papa talk. Now, these actions, according to him, are not only unlawful, but seen calculatedly to provoke Governor Fubara supporters into retaliation. Because now waiting they define, may they say, oh, unrest, the River State. May they come postpone the state of emergency to 2085, sorry, 2027. So possibly to justify prolonging the state of emergency in the state. I talk up now. Professor Okaba called on the sole administrator to demonstrate professionalism by sacking all the local government administrators recently appointed, declaring the appointments illegal and unconstitutional. He continued, when an illegality is instituted, hey, that is not the sole administrator when they look for eye like this, they call illegality. When an illegality is instituted, it tends to multiply itself. Hey, that is, then bring one illegality, it can begin born different illegalities. They can born 223 for the 23 local government areas them for inside River State. So that the illegalities then can they multiply themselves like that up and down. They say when an illegality is constituted, it tends to multiply itself. The declaration of a state of emergency and the appointment of sole administrator are both unconstitutional. The federal government, despite widespread local international criticism and international criticism, has remained indifferent. The sole administrator was clearly instructed not to make laws or major policy decisions. Yet, we are seeing plans to prepare a new budget and appointments that many say are one-sided and unjust. It talk a lot of things, so they don't provoke. Before, as we continue with this, we go also look at waiting the king of Baramatu Kingdom, aka Tompulu Talk. Then we go look at that. Then we enter inside our president own. This our president own. Oh Gajo, oh Sumio, oh do me go. But make I just hear you first. Reply to this Fubara own first of all.
You know, let me start by saying that we play too much in this country.
Oh wow.
And yes, we play too much. And you know, unfortunately, our leaders are leading the path of those who play too much. Because it doesn't make sense to anybody. It doesn't make any common sense to anybody for anybody in his right minds and right senses to begin to destroy the billboards of a sitting governor who got suspended out of malice and jealousy, because that's what it has turned out to be. And unfortunately, you have an illegality trying to legitimize itself. The man you have there as your sole administrator or military administrator, whatever you want to call him, is an aberration in a democratic tenant. But unfortunately, he doesn't want to listen to anybody. Unfortunately, he's doing whatever he wants to do with impunity. And this is not fair. This is not proper. I think that the man should be held responsible. I think that he's giving a wrong signal, or his body language to those he has appointed as caretaker committee chairman or whatever he wants to call them is what is giving birth to what is happening in Rivers State. So nobody can exonerate him. He cannot exonerate himself from the shenanigans going on in Rivers State. So I believe that he is perpetuating this act to give the impression that, one, the governor is not going to come back. Two,
a democratically elected governor will not come back.
Yes, by doing that, you are saying that the moment you remove the portrait of a governor from government house, from government offices, you are saying that that person was never elected as a governor. It's very, very shameful and sad. I thought the military administrator, being a military man, being a professional, would apply decorum in dealing with the issues on ground. But he is busy trying to create more problem where there is no problem. He's trying to, on his own, incite the people. That is what he's doing. And like you rightly said, by the time you incite the people, and then those who are in support of Fubara, go after those who are doing these things, they will not say, oh, finally, there's a justification for the imposition of state of emergency. But between you and I, we know that there are some states in Nigeria today, taking stance for instance, Benue and Borno State, where the governor has come out to tell you clearly that ragtag groups, militants, Boko Haram, they're taking over the entire state. And your president has not seen the need to declare a state of emergency. The same applies in Benue State. The same applies in Plateau State. So why is it that states that are having serious security challenges that has cost Nigerians many lives and properties, why is there no state of emergency declared there? So there must be a special interest in Rivers State, and that interest is to ensure that if there's going to be an election in 2027, that Rivers State delivers its presidential election to your incumbent president.
Not by force. Do you deliver election by winning the hearts of the people, or you deliver election by stealing the votes of the people who obviously may not vote for you? We'd like to understand this. Should we continue in this impunity and immorality and illegality for how long?
You will continue in it. You will continue in it.
We saw what years and wicked deeds in 2023. And almost all media houses who cover that election, they blame and tell and say that thief the election. So they won't continue just because of say the Rivers people when they thief their election or thief their votes, not talk anything. And the Supreme Court not even talk anything in spite of challenge and documents which show alterations them. They not talk anything. Should we continue like this? Then what kind of a country are we even? Which kind of country will we decide?
This impunity will continue so long as there's what we call institutionalized poverty. So long as there's hunger in the land, so long as there's deprivation, so long as the people cannot get good education, good medical care, free accommodation that is affordable, these things will continue. So long as we cannot draw a line between religion and governance, this madness will continue. So the political class, they understand the mood of the people. And that is why when it comes to election, people will tell you, oh, money will flow. And people are ready to mortgage their consciences for pittance. And until the Nigerian people learn, that's why I keep saying that the hunger you have today has not started. The hunger is still doing press up. When the hunger sets in, the people will realize that if you're giving me 5,000 naira, if all the money you give me for your election campaign and everything is 100,000 naira, the question is, how much is a honorable member's, we're not talking of salary now, allowances? How much is the allowances of a senator? How much is the extra code of Mr. President? How much is the extra code of your ministers and all others? So by the time you calculate it, you will find out that the 100,000 they're giving to you is not even chicken change. Because by the time you convert 100,000 naira, let us take it to where the special advisor, one of the advisors of Mr. President wants us to go. Let us convert it to dollar. How much will 100,000 naira give you in dollars? And what will you achieve with that? What can you buy? I mean, let's be fair. 100,000 naira. A bag of rice now is about 92,000. So a family of 3, they give you 100,000. You can buy a bag of rice. You have not bought oil. You have not bought tomatoes. You have not bought pepper. You have not bought onions. You have not bought all the other protein. So, and you have only 8,000 naira left. What are you going to do with it? And how long will the rice last you? The rice probably lasts a family of 4, give and take, 1 month. So after 1 month, you are back to ground zero. You are back to your poverty line. You are back to your hunger. You are back to your frustrations and depression. And this is the advantage that the political class is using. And that is why when you say the people vote them, nobody votes them. No angry man, no hungry man would vote somebody knowing that that person will not take care of his needs. So the impunity of election rigging, snatching of boxes, stopping people who should vote from voting, until this thing stops. Nigeria is a country where you bring soldiers out on election day to intimidate the voters. And then they will tell you the moment you turn print, they say, go home. And then when you go home, the result that will be announced and the result that was there will be different. And then when you say you're going electronically, you have a glitch. And nobody tells you what the glitch is all about. So we have a problem, a serious electoral process problem that needs to be addressed. Unfortunately, your National Assembly, this National Assembly, they are not ready to address those problems.
All right, since we see there in this conversation, before we go, to the president conversation, somebody just dropped a message, I think, though. He says, this man is not making sense. He said, poverty is not the reason why people are not reacting. Poverty and suffering are supposed to make people to revolt. So why Nigeria, their own poverty, never did enough for them to revolt? Why busy their own poverty? No, they push them to revolt, but their own poverty, they push them to endure and tie their...
Okay, let me help that person. When you say the poverty, people should react. It is the same people that will react that will go to church on Sunday. They'll go to mosque on Friday.
What has church got to do with revolting?
What do they preach to you in church? What do they preach to you in the mosque? They will tell you clearly, please pray. Pray for the government. Pray for your country. Endure. To a fact that a lot of people believe that their suffering is from God. So there's a big problem. That's also a problem.
Suffering from God.
Yes.
But Imam,
so it is not an issue. See, the kind of poverty we have, like I keep saying, it has not settled in yet. It's still in the air. When it will settle in, this man that is saying, tomorrow, if you say there's going to be a protest, how many Nigerians will come out? Everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. Everybody in Nigeria wants a good life, but nobody's ready to stick out their neck.
So why are they not sticking out their neck? That's exactly the point this young man is making. He says that if the hunger and poverty in a sane society is supposed to drive people to revolt. So
all
why
the protests that have been going on, precious, ask that man, how many of the protests has he participated in? Let him do a picture, a video of one of the protests he has participated and post it. It is one thing for people to sit in the house and believe that miracle will happen, and believe that it is the duty of others to protest for them. No. It is a collective responsibility. And that is why we keep saying, when you say people don't vote or people don't have voters card, I laugh. On election day, you see young people, you see big men, in quotes, in Nigeria, they don't come out to vote. They sit in the house drinking beer and playing football on the streets. And you want a change in government. You want to have the good things of life. So the people must become conscientized and know that they owe a responsibility, not just to themselves, but even to their own families. So if there's going to be a protest, everybody should come out.
All right. So
I'm broken.
all right. Wise Warrior says poverty is one of the reasons, but the major problem is religion. Today, the RCCGO said people should pray more against the hardship in the country. This is sad. Okay, let's quickly move on to other conversations. So earlier today, in a video making round today, former MEND leader, High Chief Dr. Government Ekpomopolo, aka Tompolo, has broken his silence nearly a month after the declaration of the state of emergency in Rivers State, assuring the suspended governors in Lai Fobara will return to office. In fact, he talk plenty things for inside that talk when he talk. I no one begin play the video, make I no bore us because he speak for your language and somebody interpret within in talk for English language. So make I no bore people because of the interpretation. Now, one of the things in talk, he say, nobody did there when Wike and Fobara get the agreements. You understand? You understand that? That means now within the Fubara responsibility to abide by those agreements. Then secondly, say, but men we can remember saying that Ijo man, good luck, Jonathan. In wife, Ijo woman, because Okrika is Ijo. Patience, Jonathan. Now him make Wike governor. So if Ijo person make an governor, income make Ijo person governor too. That means now one hand wash the other. But then a lot of people are asking, the German way make Wike governor? Did they lot over Wike? The way Wike is trying and ensuring he lots over sin. But there are other very important things he said that are very indicting. He said something that I was looking at it and I said, so people go feel open mouth talk this kind of thing and nobody go arrest them. Because he said almost something that indicts him in what's going on with INEC in Warri, Delta State. Where if they like saying they're responsible for ensuring, say, the Shekiri aspect of Ijo or the Shekiri people of Ijo get less polling units so that they get less electoral power. And he admitted to that, talked about, boasted of how he used money to influence INEC. And I was shining my eyes and I was watching. And people were talking and were lauding him. Although he talk more things too, as he talk of say, make anyhow way they do them, make them no near Bayelsa. If them born wicked president, so we say Bayelsa are the only fool Ijon nation. Make them no near Bayelsa with that madness. If they near Bayelsa, things go happen. But let me let you react to that. Then we'll go to our president's issue very quickly. People are waiting to hear.
You see, I think the media especially keeps giving so much attention to people they shouldn't give attention to. What makes Tompolo a news item? First of all, Tompolo works for the federal government. Are you aware?
Yes, it is. He's a federal government
He's
contractor.
protecting the pipelines. Contractor. So what do you expect from a contractor? Anybody working for this government would never come out and say anything. Exactly. So he's speaking because he wants to protect his pocket. He doesn't want them to remove the consultation he's enjoying, the money they're paying him. He does not want. So everything he's saying is, it doesn't make any sense. Whether Wike and Fubara entered into an agreement, who would suffer the terms of that agreement? If the agreement does not favor the people of River State, why should Fubara honor that agreement? So these are questions which will.
People will say that did he not know before he agreed? He consented to the agreement. He agreed. A lot of people are saying too that maybe he did not expect it to be this much. But one question I would ask is that if we look at some of the agreement that we started hearing recently, that one of it was that he would not go to any meeting as a governor, that all these governors foreign meeting and all that he no go attend. In wife no go be first lady. In fact, even selecting to his kitchen cabinet for him, including his chief of staff, including his cook, his everything. Did you think that Tinubu did that much to Ambode, Fashola, and now Sonwolu? If he did that much, would these people had been able to cope with Tinubu, or it's Wike's actions just way too much? That's
you cannot compare Bola Tinubu and Wike when it comes to the sagacity of politics.
Why?
Bola Tinubu, when he was in charge of Lagos, up to when he became a president, he didn't bother himself with what you're doing what you do. He doesn't bother himself with what you do as a governor. He's only interested in the structure. Don't touch the structure. Don't build a structure for yourself. Come in there, do your duty, do your job as a governor, and go and rest. If you're going to do governor for 4 years, first administration, first governance, but don't try to set a structure for yourself. Now, on the other hand, Wike does not just want to hold on to the structure, he also wants to be part of governance. Actually, if you leave Wike will want to have an office in government house. Maybe the office you will see before you see the governor's office. So these are issues. So it's not a matter of whether they had an agreement or not. But the point is that Fubara, if he entered into an agreement with Wike, wanted the power. And in his mind, he felt that once he becomes a governor, he will be able to tame the lion. Unfortunately, this lion has tested human blood. And because he has tested human blood, you cannot give a vegetable to eat. You cannot domesticate a wild lion. When we say wild west, you cannot domesticate a wild lion. So Fubara signed an agreement believing that when he gets into power, he can domesticate Wike. But Wike does not just want to hold onto the structure. Wike wants to hold the structure as well as the governance. And that is where the problem is. If Wike had concentrated on structure and allowed Fubara to do what he wants to do, it won't be a problem. So that is one difference between him and Bola Tinubu. Because in Lagos, Bola Tinubu allows you. Simple. He allows you to govern. Do what you want to do as a governor. Put your wife as first lady. Marry 10 wives. Put them as first, second, third lady. It's not his problem. Appoint to your minister, your commissioners. As long as he tells you, take this person, consider them. He doesn't bother. But what Bola Tinubu will tell you is, do not touch the structure. So Ambode's case was that Ambode was trying to set up a structure. And he had to whip him into place. So there is no comparison. The only thing that Bola Tinubu and Wike share in common is power and control.
Okay, so Wike can't be like saying Bola Tinubu raised to power 5. No, he raised to power 3. All right, so let's get straight to the Bola Tinubu.
That's the power 10.
It's the power 10. Let's get straight to Tinubu's issue, right? So, with our own jejely we do, we can hear say the Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, and the Drug Enforcement Administration, DEA, say they don't receive an order to release documents about the criminal investigation of your president, Bola Tinubu, over alleged drug trafficking. Now, in a ruling dated April 8, make I remember the day where April 8 begin. April 8, not just Tuesday. Okay. In a ruling dated April 8, Judge Beryl Howell of the United States District Court of Columbia ordered both agencies, that is the DEA and the FBI, for agencies to search for and process non-exempt records. That is, the record they will be said they no commot. You understand? Non-exempt records tied to Freedom of Information Act's request filed by American researcher Aaron Granspan. Wait together. Remember that person will be saying him and David Gunde been, they pursue this matter since. Now, between 2022 and 2023, Granspan submitted 12 FOIA requests seeking information on a Chicago drug ring that operated in the early 1990s, because these people then not be just saying one individual, then be ring, then be like cabal. We operate far back as 1990s, and operated in 1990s, and records on Tinubu, Lee Andre Edwards, Muiz, Abegboyega, Akonde, and Abiodun Agbele. Now, previously, the FBI and DIA issued gloma responses indicating their refusal to confirm or deny the existence of requested records. In fact, they even redact Tinubu name for some of those records. That is, they hide in name for some of the records so that the name no go come out. Because remember, say when this case been go court, that time when they asked me then release them. At a point, the president talk say, no, three lawyers, don't release all of them because it would do me irreparable damage. You remember that period? Yes. It go do me irreparable damage if on a exposure. So 9 court comes okay, honorable, yeah, you. So we can expose it, but we go redact. Redacting means say they go hide in name, they go commot in name for the matter. So even and at that time they can't release. In fact, they can't even talk. Say they go release 500 for us every month, 500. So within 6 months they go release about 2,500 or 3,000 documents. All of a sudden, we just see only the first one. We don't come see others again. Okay, they say, what's going on here? What's going on here? And that was with the government of Joe Biden. Now, Trump has come in power. We can't know how the same courts, then we can't they talk now. Can't they change mouth? Are these courts talking from two sides of their mouth? But make we continue to read that matter, make it seem more of waiting the U.S. courts talk. Now, the judgment read the FBI and the DEA have both officially confirmed investigations of Tinubu relating to the drug trafficking ring. You hear him? No, in case I don't hear him, make I repeat them again. They say, the FBI will be the Federal Bureau of Investigation and the DIA will be their own NDLEA, where they deal on drug matter for their country. So they don't officially confirm investigation of Tinubu relating to the drug trafficking ring. In a hot air. Okay. So now they call the judgment further reads any privacy interests implicated by the FOIA request to the FBI. That is any privacy, any personal privacy interest where they implicated by that Freedom of Information Act request to where they write to FBI and DIA for records about Tinubu are overcome by the public interest in the release of such information. In case you don't understand the grammar, make a talk up. They say anybody will talk say the thing go do irreparable damage, or anybody will talk say the thing go cause severe pain, or anybody will talk say no, my personal interest is involved in this one, no, or this one. They say no. Say it don't they replaced by the interest of the public by that for that matter. Say that is then put the interest of the public first. This particular court now don't put the interest of the public over the interest of that person or anybody we talk say we get interest for the matter. Prince Francis Chelaka. Is that how they do things? Now, moving further, I didn't write this, Obikono. I am not, just to state it again. My hand not there inside this document. I am reading, in fact, I'm even reading it as written by Vanguard. It is not me that wrote it. Now, Vanguard, I write that. And almost all papers today for Nigeria publish this matter. So please hold the papers that published it and go hold the court for FBI. I am innocent in this matter. So let me go further. Reading the matter further, they now say since the FBI and DIA have provided no information to establish that a cognizable privacy interest exists in keeping secret the fact that Tinubu was a subject of a criminal investigation. Okay, sorry, make I continue. Then they have failed to meet their burden to sustain their glamour responses and provide an additional reason why these responses must be lifted. That is the court self just the lambast FBI. Say how ona go talk all these kinds of say for now not to show us beyond reasonable doubt. The reason when make go talk say una no go fit. The reason why make una no agree expose this matter the one that's supposed to expose that. Then I be say una don't feel for part of una work self una do be that. Then reading it further, the judgment can say upholding the CIA's glamour response. The judge ruled that the plaintiffs is entitled to summary judgment as to each of the 4 glamour responses asserted by defendants, FBI, and DEA. While defendants, CIA, where they say somebody in an active agent, is entitled to summary judgment since its glamour response was properly asserted. According to the FBI and DEA, accordingly, the FBI and DEA must search for and process non-exempt records responsive for the Freedom of Information Act requested for the Freedom of Information Act requests directed by these agencies. Yeah, they say accordingly, the FBI and the DEA say they must search for and process every record where they non-exempted or non-exempt responsive to the Freedom of Information Act, where we say these people don't ask for, don't file for. So now the CIA, meanwhile, is entitled to judgment in its favor in this case. The remaining parties are directed to file jointly by May 2, 2025, a report on the status of the outstanding issues in this case as described in the accompanying order. Full stop. Prince Francis Chilaka, let me let you finish. Then I'll not tell you what your presidency have not said. And I'll not tell you what Atiku Abubakar has said about this. Now, what could be going on? You know that at some point you thought that the administration of Joe Biden was playing politics with this. Because it get time where things happen as it happened. Next thing they can't tell us, say, oh, by next 2 weeks, we'll begin to release some documents about Bola Tinubu. That was after they don't suspend the first, after they don't tell us they could release every week, every month, 500. You know, they can't say they go release. Then after they don't tell us that 2 weeks again, we'll not hear from them again. They can't keep quiet. So people started suggesting that they always use this record thingy as a bait to threaten our presidency. Maybe if they want them to do something, he no do the thing or anything. Now gossip on waiting themselves, people talk. When they say if they want something and he doesn't do it, then go use them. People call the leak and say, now waiting, maybe they can't release that Binance guy. Remember, say Binance official. Somehow, bracadabra just happened. Interest from nowhere. He never, reach. In fact, in less than 2 weeks or 4 weeks, when they talk, that publication come out, say, sometime in 2024, late last year, say, in 2 weeks' time, the FBI said they're set to release more records. He not reach 2, 3, 4 weeks later. Now, yes, say federal government don't talk, so okay, they go release Binance official. So, do you believe that somehow this may actually be true? That they may be willing to release any document, or is it just a bait again? If it's been a bait all along, and they just use and they threaten person all along, or is it say maybe truly this particular administration for US no give two hoots about anybody, and they won't do it and they won't do? I could like get your opinion.
Precious.
Sir.
I feel as a Nigerian, I must be very honest with you. I feel highly insulted.
Hell, sorry, sir.
Yes, I feel highly insulted. I feel I'm short of words to use to describe the kind of general outlook foreign nations have about Nigeria and her president. This seems to be one president that has too many controversies hanging on his neck. And it's also very embarrassing that the records of our president has become an issue for international politicking. It is embarrassing that the American people, the American government, so to say, did not waste saliva, they did not waste time, and they came out and told you that your own president is an active asset to them. Yes. It's an embarrassment. And we're all just looking at it and we're laughing over it. Some government officials will clap over it. Some people will come to defend it. But we're not thinking straight as a people to realize or to understand the kind of damage these issues bring to the Nigerian country as a nation. Mention one president of the country that has become an issue of controversy amongst the FBI, the DEA, the CIA. I mean, what is going on with our president? Who is Bola Tinubu? That's the question. Yes, we need to know.
Who is Bola
Yes, because if America can come out and tell you he's an active asset, what does it mean? Why would they declare a sitting president an active asset? and Nigerians are clapping, lawyers are defending. You saw the caricature that happened during the election tribunal and election Supreme Court issues. These were issues that came up. But what did the Supreme Court use? The Supreme Court told you they use technicalities. So in other words, what this thing is tailoring to is that you can actually have a criminal record within or outside and come and become a president.
But
and that is why I remember one time. I remember one time when a bandit, one of these bandits, I can't remember his name, said that one day he can become president of Nigeria. Because we seem to have lost everything about morality. We don't question who our leaders are. We don't question what they do. When you question it, they feel that you have no right to question it. It's so shameful. If every Nigerian don't feel ashamed that in 2025, they're still talking about the records of our president. Precious is a slap on the face of all Nigerians. And unfortunately, we still have elders in this land who would not think straight, elders who will not say the truth, elders who will not speak up in the face of evil.
But what's in elders? Which role?
Honestly, I'm so bitter.
So which role were elders for play here?
We're still trying to get ourselves out of. I'm still trying to get myself out of the pain of subsidy is gone, out of bad policies, out of nepotism, out of cluelessness, and now this one.
Okay, so
I remember when this issue of Binance came up and the way they hurriedly released that man. And that's the question. I asked the question, I said, what is going on? Apart from releasing one escaped. How did he escape out of Nigeria?
Inside our very own custody. Inside our
and nobody, the same way the Binance man escaped is the same way the ones who killed a honorable member in Anambra State escaped. So things just happen in this country. Nobody's held accountable. Nobody cares. And we say we're building a country for a future generation of Nigerians. So what are we going to bequeath to this future generation of Nigerians?
So before I ask my next question, make I quickly let Nigerians think. This is your first time of joining me. Please, now subscription is free. You don't pay for it now. You need to pay for subscription. I not be DSTV, I not be GoTV. Just click on the subscription button. Subscribe, follow us like your village people, and also click on the notification button. Make you know when we come live every time. And most importantly, for inside this post, if you like the conversation, where would they get? Click like, like the conversation, make the conversation carry the go. So Prince Francis Chilaka talking about this. What's in this thing mean now? Understanding say this conversation and this court judgment, not be only Nigerian government don't see them, not be only Nigerians don't see them, not be only people who they live for Nigeria don't see them. This particular judgment, people from across the world don't get information about them. Waiting in mean to us. Remember when story come out here, them say come out, say the president pay how many million? Over $12 million here, about some kind of $1 million to use London in image. And part of waiting make them say that laundering of that image was necessary. Now, because of say even though like President Goodluck Jonathan and President Obasanjo, say even though President Tinubu fee go world congresses and world occasions, but say most of those world leaders needed to get free relationship with them because of things we consign them. And that was why it became important for that for us to launder that image and all that. And after then people come begin talk, say be like there's some things about, you can Google and search that it looks like there's some things about Tinubu that if you search, you cannot see it anymore on the internet. Maybe that the process of the laundering be that. So understanding all these things when they happen, and international communities, they watch. What do it mean for the image of Nigeria and Nigerians, both in Nigeria and Nigerians in the diaspora?
Well, any kind of laundering you want to do, there's something about the internet. The internet does not lie. I can assure you that the first set of records that came out about your president, people have saved it. And what
So
people will now do is that when the FBI or CIA release whatever documents they have, yes, you will see comparison. People will start telling you, no, this is what was here at such and such time. Why has it changed to this? And that is where the embarrassment will start. And you know, Nigeria is a country where you go abroad, you commit an offense. Maybe you are lucky to escape back to Nigeria. Maybe you have served your prison term and you come back to Nigeria. You can come back to Nigeria and contest to become a president. It's in this same Nigeria that the chairman has committee on ethics and privileges. We are told it's on the internet. It's not saying by me. It is not something the naked truth has brought out. No, it is on the internet that he committed fraud in the US and was disbarred in the US. But here in Nigeria, he's a lord. He's a senator. And not only a senator, he's also the chairman of ethics and privileges. And then I ask, what ethics is he bringing to the table? So what is he bringing to the table? So I keep asking myself, if we have leaders who have questionable characters, what legacy are they leaving for the younger ones tomorrow? We keep talking about, oh, our youths are doing yahoo yahoo, our youths are doing fraud, but those in power are doing more frauds. That is why you can be a governor for 8 years. You will not even build one road. But the moment you leave government house, you become a billionaire. And then the EFCC will keep shouting about you, at the point they get tired. But an ordinary Nigerian will go and thief, maybe his family is hungry and he thiefs a tuber of yam. They will slam you 12 years, 10 years. So a lot of our leaders do not have the moral right to preach to the Nigerian people. A lot of them don't. Because I don't even know what they want to preach. And I ask myself, how do these people sleep at night? How do they see? How do their children see them? How do their families see them? What kind of role models are they? So anybody in Nigeria today that is happy that the American government is talking about your president who will be 2 years in the next month, and who will be 2 years in the next month, and they're still talking about his records. I mean, they were not serious as a nation.
Okay, so now, just like you don't react now, people don't react about this matter because Atiku Abubakar too don't react about the matter. And then the presidency itself don't react because, be like, say, this is one of the occasions or one of the things the presidency would do, like, say, their ear, they bring them. Like, say, they get ear problem, they know here. This song, they don't hear them and they don't react to them. That means they in the know of waiting they happen. But Atiku Abubakar are the first person to react. As the People's Democratic Party, PDP, former presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar, on Sunday, he say Nigeria not deserve this kind thing, no. Say Nigeria not deserve a leader like President Bola Tinubu. But now waiting they talk. In fact, in the talk through in media aid, Paul Ibe, the former vice president said the world needs to know the president's record. That is President Bola Tinubu record, insisting that Nigeria does not deserve a leader with a tainted past like Tinubu. Say Nigeria no deserve person will get this kind bad record or bad past like Tinubu. So not be the kind of thing we would deserve at all. Remember, say Atiku Abubakar, one of the people will be say drag matter we concern Tinubu too, because he drag and reach courts. He carry him go U.S. court several locations. In fact, now he own self now be first come out when they say no release, then go him and Tinubu go court a lot of times for inside U.S. matter concerning in Chicago University certificates precisely. So now he say, they're surprising to hear Atiku respond to this matter. Tweeting on it, he says, just about time. Tweeting about the reaction to the what did they call up? The court judgments to review the things he concern our president. Now he say, just about time. The records of Tinubu, including his forfeiture of funds for alleged drugs trafficking and certificate at Chicago State University, are made public. The Black nation's most populous country does not deserve a leader with a tainted past. Whatever is being hidden inside must be unveiled. Nigerians and the rest of the world deserve to know. There must be full disclosure. That's what you talk. Okay, it talk a lot of things more, but Moko just end up for this one. How you take Atiku Abubakar response to this to this
Well,
matter.
I didn't expect anything. I didn't expect anything, less from Atiku, because Atiku has been in the forefront of this fight of unveiling the man behind the mask, unveiling the man who claims to be Ahmed Bola Tinubu. He has been on it, not today, not tomorrow. And while we're talking about this, don't also forget that during the court processes, in the Supreme Court and all of that, the question of his secondary school came out.
Yes.
And then the
Where
record
you
with
come from
INEC,
one secondary
yes,
school where BCA actually starts 4 years after him saying graduate from the school. I mean, years after he graduate from the school.
so, and these are records with INEC. And then I ask myself, what is the role of INEC in our electoral process? Is INEC just there as a rubber stamp? That is why I'm advocating. I keep advocating. We need to stop putting up party logos on on the ballot papers. Put the picture of the man contesting the election. Let us know.
People they see who they vote for. So
Exactly.
wouldn't that be when we adopt independent candidacy and not when we're still voting through party lines or along party
It
lines?
doesn't matter. We need to start from somewhere. We need to start from somewhere. So for me, Atiku couldn't say anything less because he has been in the forefront. I also remember during those periods, Atiku was calling the likes of Peter Obi and the likes of Kwakwanso to join him in ensuring that the fight for these records to be released.
Yes, most of
So,
them.
so now, what they fought and spent money, and I remember the lawyers of the presidency were very, very clear on why they did not want this information leaked to the public. So now the question is, where do they stand? If the presidency is asking for these documents to be released, then it means that the rumor that they hired a consultant to do some work on the profile of the president probably could have worked. So there's a lot of question for this presidency to answer. The president has not come out, the presidency has not come out to rebut that rumor that they hired a consultant. They have not. So we need to know, we really need to know what is going on. Why is our president, rather than being in the face of international community, talking about development, talking about fighting corruption, talking about fighting drugs, talking about bringing foreign direct investment, our president were talking about his profile. This is very, very distasteful. This is very disgraceful to us as a people.
Okay, so make we go answer waiting Bayo Nanoga. Sorry. Waiting in Dume column again. If you remember, you didn't want to win Dume column. No vex. No vex. I know they like to they forget some things for Sunday evenings. I know they too they remember things on Sunday evening. Domestic one boy or something. Of one boy. I don't forget. No vex. You dey waiting in Dume being column. The day waiting in Dume also call people will go respond to this. When I show a big dog or so back. Okay, but Marco go see the response where be say they don't give now because they don't react to the matter. As it be say the presidency today Sunday don't react to this particular U.S District Court of Columbia. We don't order Federal Bureau of Intelligence (FBI) and the before I go make mistake now the DEA made a release of that President Tinubu records. Because as journalists ask her, the thing came out right in time for journalists to ask her, say, Oga, see what would they hear? What's happen now? He said, forget about it. He said, there is nothing new to reveal about the case. He said the report about the report by agents, most of the FBI and DEA say it don't do for public space more than 30 years. So say nothing again. You can't say say President Bola Tinubu get very clean record. Say nothing don't indict them for anything. So say nothing go happen. I don't know why those journalists they ask questions. Because if not me, I for us say, but how about the case of say on a been hire person to launder image? Then in what kind of one I go In what waiting go don't make on a higher person to launder image, pay that kind of money if it be say nothing day we affect on her. But I know say what make I let you react to waiting until say buy another talk. If you want to
Well,
react to that.
the thing is, like you rightly said, sometimes a lot of journalists don't know how to ask the right questions.
In fact, he say in lawyers, say the president and lawyer they examine the ruling. But say
If as at this stage, boy and Oluga is saying, "Oh, forget about it. It doesn't matter." Lagos lands, nothing goes, nothing happening. It's nothing. He should be able to tell us why was it that the lawyers of Mr. President, during the period of the tribunal and court case and all of that, why were they all over the place dancing Makosa? Why were they filing suits in the U.S. asking that the records do not be released? Why? So why were they doing all of that? Is all that part of politicking as well? And why is it that the lawyers of the president said clearly it is not manipulated, it's not said by me. They said it, that the release of those vital information will bring irreparable harm and damage to Mr. President. Why did they take that position? So maybe, just like the rumors have it, maybe the people they hired to do some PR work have done what they believe is credible. Just maybe. But you also know that America is a country where they don't destroy information. They don't destroy data like Nigeria. And you can be rest assured that if the information released by FBI or CIA is not the truth, somebody will do it. We know how the American system operates. And I'm beginning to ask myself, why is it that suddenly the court in America is now saying release? And is it the reason why? Could this be one of the reasons why your president has not had, an intimate relationship with Donald Trump? Also, don't forget that the former ambassador, what's his name? And I'll remember his name. I remember when he wrote an article, he told Mr. President to be very careful and wary of Donald Trump, not to fall into his hands, not to offend him. So there's a lot of international politicking going on under the carpet that we're not aware of, under the table as well. So there must be something that has prompted this new judgment. So we need to know what has prompted this new judgment. What is it that they have against our president that they're using to rattle our president? And then when you look at it again, you look at what is happening in Burkina Faso. You look at the way the guy is talking. So you ask yourself, will your president be able to talk like the president of Burkina Faso? In the wake of what is happening? So there's a lot of food for thought there.
Even Biden era will not even talk rich Uganda we bullshit them. Talk say they need to do gay marriage. They will not talk rich that one step at that time. But yeah, it's okay. So in the midst of all this hula baloo where they happen now, your minister for works, Dave Umahi, that were unjustly say in declare as a prophet, say if him not be a man of God, say he see President Bola Tinubu from the mirror of his eyes, so they do second tenor. Saying go do second tenor 8 years, and say even the governor of Kaduna go do second tenor. Now people say, excuse me, we never survive with the 2 years they had us. People don't die from the survival of the 2 years out of hunger, out of say they no fit buy drugs, out of say they no fit chop food, out of say they no fit do one thing or the other, out of mysterious circumstances because of hardship and economic strangulation. Then you still want to tell us say we'll go do another 8 years, and they talk and say if him not be a man of God. I beg no vex. I won't make you give your brother Umahi response.
Dave Umahi is a political jobber. He's nothing but a political jobber. And he's dancing to the tone, he's praising his master, the man who pays him. You know, when people, you see, when Nigerians come out and they tell you, oh, I am a prophet, I am speaking with. Which God are they speaking with? The same God that told the lies of Tunde Bakari, the lies of the GO of Redeem, and all of them who came out to protest against the removal of subsidy by Jonathan. All of them that came out to protest against, the kidnap of the Chibok girls. Where are they today? God has not spoken to them about the current sufferings of Nigerians. So the God that speaks to them, or the God that spoke to them during Jonathan, has suddenly turned his deaf. He has gone deaf and dumb, and he doesn't see. So he's not talking to them since this man came to power. It is Dave Umahi. Suddenly, Dave Umahi is now a prophet. That's why you see Fani Kayode. He has also turned into a pastor. These are people using religion to deceive the people. Why is it? Let him go and bring Amadion and swear with Amadion, and put his hands on and swear with Amadion that he did, as a governor of Ebonyi State, that he did not embezzle money. Let him go and swear with Amadion that since he became a minister, he has not embezzled, he has not collected bribe. So which God are they swearing with? Which God has given him vision? Which God is he seeing? This is where we have our problem. Our problem mostly lies on religion. When the politicians want to deceive Nigerians, they become pastors, they become imams, they begin to quote the Bible, they begin to quote the Quran. And after that, what happens?
But Joe Igboke, your brother, don't come talk something to you. Say Joe Igboke now. Sometimes we don't even know whether he's sit down, so that we go know where how him thunder. Sorry, we use concentrate because we don't know whether he's here or he's here again. Because we know that he was here, but now we don't know where in the again. Because all of a sudden, some kind of talks when they come out from his mouth, we they wonder. I say not talk say and say if Nigeria continue to reject and be neglect Southeast people the way they neglect them, say Otizel say he go shell one day. Say in fact, say he go day bad well for Nigeria. In fact, he say Nigeria will suffer huge consequences if they continue to neglect Igbo like this. So now today, now you talk for inside in Facebook post. People going to say, hey, Joe Igbo, waiting happen now. They not give you contract. We go enter inside the Wole and matter very soon. But make a let you handle this one because
when it comes to Joe Igbo, the commissioner for Gota, and the special advisor on Gota in Lagos, as a one for, I laugh. If you had followed Joe Igbo on his Facebook page, Joe Igbo is not talking from two sides of the mouth. He talks for this side, talking about the APC government, the president being the best president. He turns around. Yes, sir. He turns around. He's talking about, because he knows why he's not talking about the Igbos is because he has lost face with the Igbos. So he's trying to see how he can get back into Omunna. But it's a happily tax. Joe Igbo, please focus on promoting Bola Tinubu, the Aswaju that you know. Keep promoting him. Come out your eye for Igbo matter. Where to Anyage? Where to Anyage Basra Igbo?
But he's an Igbo man. It doesn't stop the fact that he's an Igbo man.
He should wait till I hear. He should remove his eyes. If Joe Igbo knows that he's a full Igbo man, let him go to his ward and contest for councillorship. If he gets more than one, even his own vote will not count. Let him go and try. He has forgotten that it is the same Igbo people that burnt his house.
Out of Iwe. Okay. All right. So let's quickly get into what Wole Soyinka said today. I don't know whether you don't hear Idris Abdulkarim's song. So I've been asking you and Ekene on Friday, but network will not let you talk well for inside that matter on Friday. So Nobel laureate Professor Wole Soyinka, don't blast the National Broadcasting Commission for banning Idris Abdulkarim's song against President Bola Tinubu. We say tell your papa. Now just message you. He say message. He sent person message. Now, Soyinka described the development as a return to the culture of censorship and a threat to the rights to freedom of expression. This time around, he remembered his grammar very rightly. Now, in a statement when released today Sunday, the Oga Patapata contact say, in fact, he said this is an attempt to stifle artistic and social political commentary for inside Nigeria. He talked a lot of things, so, but this time around, his grammar was very accurate. He no miss on the grammar, we suppose remember. He talked a lot of things, he blast them well. Now, that music by Idris Abdulkarim, Idris saying, he just descend, he was responding to Sheyi Tinubu for the things which Sheyi Tinubu don't talk about him, Papa. And saying that in response to Sheyi Tinubu, he sent Sheyi now, oh yeah, as they hail your Papa like this, and go help us go tell your Papa, say, see the real situation of things for inside Nigeria. I bet you don't listen to that lyrics of that song again. Anything where they worthy of banning Lydia. Because I do know, as of course, as an ace broadcaster, I'll rather tell you that now songs then we get vulgar words. You know, there are some lyrical content them where they're unpleasant to the ears, we go make you ban a music or declare I'm not to be broadcast, will be NTBB. But no vex. For inside that song, waiting make and they worthy of not to be broadcast. You know, cause person like that too. I be talking about reality of this country and insults to people who put the country for the situation where the country did. No vex.
Well, your leaders don't like to be criticized. So anything that brings criticism close to your leadership, they will abhor it. When you hear your honorable members and your senators who should ordinarily be talking about the insecurity in the land, the hunger in the land, they are busy talking about Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube having office in Nigeria. Is that what they should be talking about? The things that affect the Nigerian people on a daily basis, no. For them, they feel that YouTube, Facebook is being used to criticize them. So let them censor it. Now, talking about the esteemed
Nobel laureates.
Nobel laureate Wole Soyinka. Oh God, let me this one with 1 year. Make I speak up for broken, make you understand. When we 1 year, now your assessment of the government of Bola Tinubu from inception to date, you they owe us that one. Why you they hide from her? Why you they find it difficult to assess her? Is it because you're from the same? Is it because you're from the same tribe?
In that time, I say no, be na go tell him when he go access Tinubu and how he go take access Tinubu. Saying go do am when he want to.
Well, make it see, make it leave all those talk when they talk side. Come to the reality. If you are saying that you are bashing Nigerian National Broadcasting Commission for banning this music, are you indirectly saying that the content of the music resonates with your thoughts? Are you saying that what is in that music has been something you have been finding difficult to say publicly? So I beg, Wole Soyinka, you know, all of us would like to read your book. We always read your book. We they follow you as not only as an elder statesman, but as one man who believes in good governance. So if the way Nigeria is today, and as you know, sung by what's his name now? This artist, what is his name? As sung by the artist. If you are in support of it, come out openly and use that music to evaluate this government. Then we will follow you, we will respect you more. So don't hide behind somebody's work to begin to say something. Come out, open, forget the music. Come out and tell us that, Oga, since this government came to power, that you are proud and happy. Then we will know how to address your matter. Yes, we will know how to address your matter. And this is the same message I'm giving to all those who protested during Jonathan time. All of you who came to Ojota to protest, you people should come out now and begin to speak out. When the elders are at home and the God gives birth and the baby dies, there's a problem. Unfortunately, the elders in Nigeria, they no longer have the staying spirit, they no longer have the mouth to talk. They're so quiet, they're not saying anything. But we want them to talk. We want our elders to open their mouth and tell us the gospel truth. Are you guys happy with the way Nigeria is? Are you guys happy? So if you're happy with the way Nigeria is, please make all of us go Ojota. I go join you now. More go Ojota, go do another protest in support of the Nigeria of today. So election is good. It's a good thing that you are speaking out, but we want there's a particular message we are waiting for, and I don't know why that message is taking you forever to come out. Speak to us, no fear.
Okay, so Idris Abdul Karim himself don't also respond to that matter because today he gets an interview where he say he say he knows insult Sheyi Tinubu. He say insult the president too, or say no even attack Sheyi Tinubu. That with the new song say that he only replied to a statement made by Sheyi Tinubu that President Bola Tinubu is Nigeria's best ever president. So say as Sheyi can't say in Papa na the best ever president. Say he say make a kukuma answer Sheyi tell her the real thing when Nigerians they go through. But in case people no say Sheyi talk that thing, make I go play evidence where in
they keep coming for my family. They keep coming for your father. They keep coming for Ashwaju, Bola, Ahmed, Tinubu. The greatest president in the history of Nigeria. The only president that has carried young people along from when he was governor to when he became the greatest president in the history of Nigeria. The only president that has carried young people along from when he was governor to when he became president. The only president that considered youth as student loans. The only president that created a platform. Ahmed Tinubu. The greatest president in the history of Nigeria. The only president that has carried young people along in a company that benefits everybody. The only president that was telling me no.
Aha. All right. You don't see that one, Prince Francis Chilaka. I'm gonna like get your reaction very quickly to that video.
Precious, what is it with our politicians? That whenever they say one thing, when they say one thing, you catch them, you deny it. Sheyi has come out to deny this video. Yes. Yes. I will look for it and send to you. So what is with our Nigerian politicians?
That is the cloning image. The cloning image and the face and the name. Not the
don't be cloning. What I'm saying is that he has come out to deny he said that it was misconstrued.
But what's we here for this video, Uncle?
Exactly. Exactly. That's the point I'm trying to make.
Even if they edit waiting in talk. Not be waiting in talk, they edit. Just like when you say they Photoshop picture. Not be the human being body they Photoshop.
You see, the truth of the matter is that Nigerians have a big problem. The way Nigerians clap to rubbish is annoying. And I don't know what is wrong with us.
Okay, so why you're still on that? Let me
I'm coming, Precious. I'm coming. Somebody you know, either as a governor or a senator or a honorable member, has not delivered any dividends of leadership to his constituency. He will pick up the microphone and spew rubbish and people will be clapping. What is wrong with Nigerians? When will get sense for this country? Nigeria is a country that is blessed over blessed by God. And like Obasanjo has said, no Nigeria should be poor. No Nigeria should be poor. But where are we today? Where are we today? As of today, petrol is selling for 913 naira per liter. Short of 17 naira to 1,000. Diesel is selling for 1,500 and something naira per liter. A bag of rice has gone from, is now, I think a bag of rice is about 86, 87,000. So how did we get to this dismal level? Very, very shameful level. Yet these leaders who are plunged this country into this bad state will come out and talk, and Nigerians will be clapping. Are we normal? The juju when they do Nigeria is never clear. Anybody, the person do this juju, I hail them. He hold Nigerians for work. Seriously.
Okay, so going back to waiting, just let me quickly also let Nigerians know, if this is your first time of joining us, kindly click on the subscription button. I beg subscribe and help me like this video and also share them so that people go fit watch them from across the world. May they know update on things that they happen for inside Nigeria. Because the name of the show now update with Precious, and they will be constantly update people on things that they happen. So rapper Idris Abdulkarim, as in they talk further, in talk saying he no attack she, saying he only reply to him, say make it tell him papa of the severe insecurity, hunger, and economic challenge where Nigerians they go through. In fact, quoting him, he says Nigerian youths are just asking for basics like electricity, security, enabling economic environment, job creation, and not palliatives. Say not be palliatives. He talked this one today for Inside Robin Minds for Channels Television. He said, so why should I attack Sheyi Tinubu personally? If Sheyi Tinubu never talked about it, I wouldn't have recorded his song like that. So I am replying to the video that he made. If he had kept quiet, I wouldn't have said anything. I was inspired by Sheyi Tinubu to record that song. Okay, now dear Nancy, I won't tell people. So looking at the things I went through, if I didn't say I was inspired by Sheyi Tinubu to record the song, I saw a video where he was campaigning for his father and he was defending his father, saying, my father is the best president. My father is the greatest president. They are coming for my father. Sheyi Tinubu, repeated it like 6 times. For Sheyi, I differ because it looks more perfect when you are silent than when you speak. Child, that is, be like saying fine pass when in the quiet than when in the talk. Be like say he's speaking maybe they too fine like that. So really anything they wrong with up to Karim talk, because really Nigerians are one of the easiest people to govern. Or you think otherwise? Wouldn't they really ask too much from our leaders? Just the small things of life would they request from them.
Precious, I am surprised that up to now nobody has banned or suspended or tried to recall Senator Ndume. Because what Idris have said, Senator Ndume has said it in different ways. Maybe the only difference between two of them is that one is that it came out as a song, as a music. Yeah. The other one, they shoot it on, double barrel, they shoot up and down. So, Ndume has been talking. Peter B has been talking. Alfai has been talking. Atiku has been talking. NBC, I better go ban the TV station. Go close down the TV stations where they use talk. You see, now that they say they have banned this Idris music, now the music they're on fire. Now the music they spread. Various WhatsApp groups, they use the music, they send them. Social media, codedly, now the music, now people don't even get interest in the music. It was like the case of Dele Farotimi. When the book he wrote, nobody knew about the book. Until
it's London for arrest.
Until they come, now people come say, what did they say this book?
Oh yeah, it can't sell out.
So that is what is happening to Idris music now. Everybody's looking, everybody's listening to it. So maybe what they will do also is to be checking people's phone. Send all the policemen, anybody that sits in the phone, they seize the phone. Because that music is trending.
How many people can they really seize their phones?
That music is trending, anyhow they want to do it. And that music has carried a very specific message. It's a message that tells you of the reality of Nigeria today. It's not the Nigeria of generation yet unborn.
But as much reality as that kind of song they talk about, why it be say people like Omahe will come and talk say, oh, President Tinubu must win 2027 election.
When
Is it that
Omaye
our
go drink,
business
when Omaye don't take champagne, like
like
when he don't take champagne when they cost like $50,000.
like 3,000 years old whiskey.
Exactly. When they don't take am like this, that time, come chop better food. One of them Nigerians no fit chop. You go call the yarn. Now that time they see vision. Now person chop better food, I ain't got to talk to.
If you never chop better food, God don't talk to you.
No. Don't you know as a pastor go say God is a God of wealth.
Oh, my God is not a poor God.
My God is not poor. You never hear him. So now when people like that don't chop belly full, they can't change they can't see their bank account. They see bang bang and go say, let me go and pinch these poor people a bit. Have you forgotten when your Senate president and Godswill Akpabio said he was sending prayers to the email of senators? Have you forgotten what he said when they were protesting about bad governance?
I agree.
They have no value for the Nigerian people.
It's very
They have no value for what you feel as a people. And that's why they can say anything they want to say to you.
I make we go continue to the talk for the growth and development of our country, because if the country better, it go better for us, still better for their own unborn generation, right? Ngozika, thank you so much. I beg, thank you. Please kindly subscribe, like, share. Subscribe, like, and share. Possibly turn on the notification button. And it is now time for us to take your thoughts, your reactions on the conversation. Your calls were coming in whilst Mr. Prince Chilaka was still talking. So you can call us now. Kindly click on the link by the pinned post. So there's a pinned post in the comment section, and there's a link inside that pinned post. So just click on it. I just highlighted the message here now. Click on it, and it will direct you straight into the house. Yeah, it could just bring you, catapult you into our studio. You could just join us inside the studio. So just click that link where for the post where they don't pin for the comment section. It will bring you straight, come inside our studio. Or you call us on WhatsApp for 0817-029-4077. Especially Nigerians in the diaspora, how this matter they do on go like no. You get as people when they work with the UC on you get as people when they their country the UC on because of these things where they happen, because of this Masara active CIA agent, kind of thing, and this FBI document thingy. Is there how it is doing you people there? So I'd like to know, please kindly call. Let's get to take your thoughts, pick your mind, your thoughts, your reactions on these conversations. It's very important to get to hear from you how you feel about it. So you just click on the link, it will direct you straight into the studio, or you call the WhatsApp number 0817 029 4077. 0817 029 4077. Hello, good evening and welcome.
Hey, good evening, Precious.
Sir, you're welcome, sir.
Thank you. Good evening to you, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Okay, I want to speak quickly to Sheikh Tinubu's comments.
Fire down, brother. Go ahead.
Yes, that guy has something to say, to Nigerians. So I think next time you should better keep quiet. But what he said, I saw that video. What he wrote about my father is the best rating. Fuel is 950 to 1,000 per liter. I think wealth, the price of food stuff in the market. We get calls all the time for money, for feeding, school fees, all the time. You understand? So people are suffering, and they should wake up to that reality. And secondly, I want to speak to Bayonanuga's comment on what he said about these people.
About FBI and CIA.
Yes, you should watch his tracks and keep quiet, because Tinubu, we know his record, we know who he is. So if he belongs to CIA or whoever you think he belongs to, they can still bring him down. But it's not that the challenge we have today is that the government of this Western world, they always trample on millions of our people. They want a stooge that they can use to siphon money from our country, our resources, like in Zamfara and Sambisa, for instance. We've had a case where they have California milk there that they're exporting everything to France, to other locations of the West. Unaccounted for. Insecurity is thriving today because of the funding from USA, like you heard the other time. You know, so people are suffering at the end of the influence of these people in our government. So if it's going to continue, what we need to do, like we've been crying, is electoral reforms. INEC should be purely independent. Without that, we're not going to get it right. I bet you 2027, Bola Tinubu is going to bring his way back to power, and we'll still go continue to on YouTube and TV like this. You understand? So if we don't get the electoral process right, what's going to happen to our country? We're going to remain like this. What's on the court judgment, the rulings they gave? Now, Wiki has his cousins as electoral officers in Edo and other states. What do you think is going to come out of it? I bet you next election they're going to take Delta states from PDP because Akpabio's man is there right now.
He's there, yes. Now be the electoral, now be the CX guy, yes. Umore.
Nobody's saying about it. These are issues which face not Tinubu's, not Tinubu talking about Nigeria like so he does not think about. These are issues which you face right now so that people should come out and vote and have the process right. Without the process, we go nowhere. Sorry to say. Tinubu is going to be the next president. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. All right. Phone lines are still open 0817-029-4077. That's the number to call. Or you just come straight into the studio and then join the conversation. Hello, good evening and welcome, sir. We catch you. We catch you. No clean mouth. No clean mouth. We catch you. Oh, yeah, put mouth for talk. Welcome. I can't hear you. You have to unmute yourself. You have to unmute yourself. Kindly yourself from your end. Unmute yourself from your end. We can't hear you.
Okay. Precious, I greet you now.
I will greet you too, my brother. Welcome.
I did Canada, they call so.
We within Nigeria, they answer you so. Welcome.
It is very important. You know, I did try my best to join. My name is Dr. Chibo of Formata.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. I did interested in this your program. I did try to join in as much as the timing no day pure for me.
Your shoes shine, your face show today. I like that you join. Welcome.
So I'm so happy about that.
Thank you.
You know, quickly, I want to say that, you know, I feel so disappointed with the system and what is going on in Nigeria at the moment. You know, we are concerned citizens of Nigeria. We feel pain. We suffer a lot. See, I listen to Nigerian news every day. You know, my colleagues in the office will always tell me, why are you listening to Nigerian news and all that? Yeah, you know, I lived in River State before coming to Nigeria, to Canada. I worked with some people in the last election who voted for P2B. Wike, Fubara, and Co. manipulated it and gave it to whoever they gave it to. We felt very bad. You know, this encouraged us to relocate to where we are at the moment.
So you said because after 2023 here, now you relocate safe.
Yeah, so after 2023, you know, I already had the documentation down, you know, but I was just looking at the whole thing that if Obi wins this election, that things will be good. But after the shenanigans and all that, me and my wife would there for pulling units till 8 p.m. in the night. And these guys manipulated everything. When we had this information, we felt very bad. You know, I cried early morning when I woke up to hear that they have given this thing to this man. You understand what I mean? So, you know, we started making moves. In as much as my properties are still there, I did not sell any of them. But I say, I need to have peace. We don't feel good seeing the way this country is going down the drain. So it's painful.
Do you have more peace in Canada now than you had in Nigeria?
System they work. Security day. Road good. My children are here. Yeah. See my children. Yeah.
You know, they chop Sunday rice.
Then the chop. They never say we will come from church. Everything they work. You know, the system they correct. But then code now be the problem where people get here because code goes chase you enter house, you go come out or no that. We want this country to go.
If code are the only problem where you get, and that means you don't get problem. Unlike Nigeria, where you get more problem than code. So we understand.
See, Precious,
Sir?
it is my utmost desire to be in Nigeria.
I can imagine.
I love that country. My house in Nigeria, in Port Harcourt, where I live, is over 100 million naira. That house is locked. I only send somebody to clean it. Amazing compound, 7-bedroom flat, all in suit. But where I live now, I pay $2,245 every month. And you have to pay it end of the month or the first day of the new month. No sentiments. I mean, it's almost 3 million naira. Before you talk about feeding and all that. But in our country, and you if you own a house, you pay mortgage every month. It's not what you want to do. You understand? So my own is that I love you and my brother there that are helping us to analyze these things. People need to sit. I told my wife that as soon as my children align small, I'll come back to Nigeria. There is no place like that country. That country is wonderful country, Nigeria. Lovely country. Things are supposed to work. We have money. We have everything. I don't know why God. I would I say that God gave us bad leadership, dangerous, leaders. I told my friend last week that we practice witchcraftocracy in Nigeria.
Hey.
They make people unhappy. Why we a lawmaker give people machine tire? I saw a lawmaker in Kogi State giving people one motorcycle tire as empowerment. If he give you one, you go find way buy another one. If you don't get machine,
if you know if you buy you full machine and make it start with tire, and not small they start empowerment. They
under you go to stock in say shoe, right?
You know every my brother.
So,
come on,
my sister Precious, we want Nigeria to work. We will be there. We want this thing to work. My tenants that live in one of my houses in Port Harcourt, they couldn't pay rent last month. And where the house is situated, I am the only person that is collecting the cheapest rent there. They couldn't pay. Hard. Yeah, things hard. The tenants told me that God will bless me for helping them. They are collecting 700,000 naira rent there, but I'm still collecting 300,000 for over 5 years, 6 years now. Because I know that things are difficult. We want this country to work. Politicians should take it easy with us. These people will steal money. They will steal money. I met two senators' children somewhere in Canada, in Alberta here. They were going to school. They live in gigantic house. They misbehave. Their father will steal money from Nigeria. They will come and mess the money up here.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Let me
help us. We go they talk. And some of people where they here, they don't want to come back again. But me, I won't come. I want to be part of good stories of Nigeria.
Thank you so much.
God bless you.
Thank you. Hello, good evening. God bless you too. Thank you. Good evening and welcome. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, please. Good evening.
Good evening. Is that Precious NTV?
Yes, it is. Precious Enye speaking. Welcome.
Oh, good. I'm calling from Germany.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Lucky. Architect Lucky West.
Lucky, it's your lucky day. Go along. Shoot. Let's hear you, sir.
I've been trying. Like my friend in Canada is just saying, just listen to you. I've been trying.
Thank you.
Terrible. That's good. Please, like you was saying, the country is supposed to be a good country, but unfortunately, we are not even tackling. We are seeing the problems already coming. I don't know if I'm clear enough. Now, the present administration, if that is means by being a strategist, the strategy has long started. First, the judiciary is already captured. The INEC is there. The police under the armed forces are elected by the present administration. The police, the IG of police tenure has expired, but has been renewed to cover 2027.
What many term illegal? What many people term as illegal? Go ahead, sir.
Yes, that has. So I don't know what next is ready. Then Wike from Rivers State is doing his voice. Is now in Federal Capital Territory because the government, the judgment then in 2023 was as if the status of FCT was given a different status. Now that Wike is there, he's supposed to make sure that it's delivered to APC. Then the judiciary will change again to say the 36 state plus FCT. That one will be argued in a different way. Then the Wike is supposed to deliver Rivers. And then they have started. They've captured Edo State that used to be a PDP. They've captured the other state and they're going to the others. And that will break him to about 70 states. One, to be a bit of 2/3. And we are still in 2025. It's still far away. So this is what is strategy. Then the tenure of Yakub, the INEC will expire. They will put someone else to replace him that will dance in favor too in 2027. So what is not a strategy? Why are we not complaining that we changes now rather than wait for it later? So everything is done already. He's coming back. He wouldn't want to be the first president to have only one term. That is definite. So thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Thank you, President.
I appreciate you for being here.
And what is your situation? Why am I not seeing you more again in VOP?
I am no longer with VOP, sir. I resigned a long time ago. I resigned in February. I'm now solo. I'm here on my own. So you only see me here every day. I go live every day here, twice daily.
Yes, that's great.
Yes.
I thank you. Congratulations for your courage.
Thank you.
It's not easy for people to leave their comfort zone.
Thank you so much.
But your sister is still there. You left the promise there.
Yes, she's still there. She's still there with the TV alone. Yes.
I like your courage. I salute you.
Thank you.
I salute you. I want Nigeria to be good.
We want
I've
Nigeria to be good
been out of this country. I didn't come to know here. I left Nigeria since 1976.
Oh, wow.
I came back a while and I'm back here. I'm now retired. I'm still here. I very want to be back home, but I'm still here. Thank you.
Don't worry, Nigeria will be
that
good.
Thing, Wike is boasting and ruling FCT. I started joining in building FCT Abuja there as a jungle after my youth service in 1981. I'm still here. He was still in school. He had not even graduated. The billionaire that he is today, I can't even boast of it. I don't have a cent. That is why I'm still stranded here. And now he's boasting all over Abuja that I started from ADCP, Nagariki, to everywhere. I have the master plan in my head. Then he's now a minister there, boasting, seizing our plots and damaging our buildings. It's unfortunate.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
The best.
I wish you all the best
I'll be with
too.
you always.
Thank
Have
you.
a very
Thank
good
you.
evening. I'm still alive. I just
You will be alive, sir. You will be alive, and you keep being alive until Nigeria is properly restored. And it's going to be very soon. Very, very soon. Thank you so much, sir.
So.
I appreciate you. Thank you. All right. Thank you. Hello, good evening and welcome. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, welcome. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Ukozo Maifa.
You're welcome.
Calling from Oxford.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Precious.
Sir?
Okay. Now that's why I'm here.
You want to renew your long life and prosperity, Abi? Your long life and prosperity don't renew, Abi. No wahala. No wahala.
I'm calling from Oxford.
You're welcome. Go ahead.
Thank you. In today's topic, Nigeria is a wonderful country.
Yes.
I so much love this country. A country where a governor that came forth, an aspirant that came forth will be met, governor. What a wonderful country.
Chai, first of its kind.
A country where House of Assembly members will come out and voluntarily defect another party. And the court will say they did not defect. Why they are telling us that they have defected, and court is still telling us that they did not defect. I so much love this country. A country where someone who scammed, a lawyer who scammed his client in US will run back to Nigeria and become a senator. Upon that, they will be chairman, Senate committee.
You know, say there's somebody who say a chief of staff will also get something similar problem. Are you not aware?
I know now. I hear
in fact, is there another person will get similar something problem will be governor around one Ogun state or something? You know, I know they too remember things on Sunday evenings like that. But person will get something problem like that, they are around Ogun state.
That is where we have found ourselves. And look at, I'm just waiting. Because very soon now, Daniel Bola and the Bayo Ononuga, they will come out to defend this Tinubu's record.
In case you don't know, in case you don't know, Bayo Ononuga don't respond. They don't talk. Say nothing new.
You see,
say nothing new.
You see,
thank you,
I don't understand. I don't understand what is going on in that country. Look at a country where a chief of defense staff will be denied visa. SA security will come out and say Canada should go to hell. Can you imagine? My dear, I don't understand that country.
Oh, yeah, sorry,
I don't understand.
No
vex. Today we will know. Not be today we will know who our president.
Sorry, no vex. Make I talk to another person.
Any possible. I beg.
No vex.
Bye.
No today vex, especially on Sunday evening. So not they let your vex too much. No vex, my brother. Sorry. Thank you. Thank you. Hello, Michael. How are you? Good evening, Mike. Are you there?
Hi, Precious. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How about you?
Oh, I'm wonderful. Well, my first time of seeing your show. I mean, I've listened behind, but my first time of joining live with you because I'm telling you, you're doing a wonderful job, and I appreciate that you're putting the country ahead of everything, and I appreciate that you're bringing us, especially us in diaspora, you're bringing our attention to what is going on in that country. With my brother guest, I appreciate both of you, but my question to both of you is this. Because to me, this is my own perspective, I may be wrong, until Nigerian is ready to think about the diaspora and bring us back home so that we can conjoin to bring that country forward with all the experience. Look at those people that called before me, the gentleman from Canada, the gentleman from all these things. These are the brain drain that Nigerian is missing. Because and one thing I've found out about our people is that we do not learn from history, because we're talking about leadership. Leadership comes within us. How do we allow such people like that to be in government, and we vote for them? And when the election cycle come again, they give them like little change, bag of rice, and they vote them in. So it's like, I think the change is going to come, I think, from the bottom up, not from the top bottom, because we as individual Nigeria, we have to change, and we have to demand what we want in order this country to move forward, because we keep saying Nigeria is blessed, we have the intelligence, we have the resources. But if all these things are not put together as a puzzle for the fact to maximize what the country potential is, we're just wasting our time. So this is what I don't know how we're going to move forward, but I think you guys going to start thinking about what are the platform we're going to create for the diaspora to be involved intellectually.
So the important thing is that the last time I checked, the House of Representatives was trying to adopt election for diaspora so that diasporans can participate in elections. We're looking forward to them pushing that bill through to the end so that they can perfect that, and that can happen come 2027 election. But I doubt if they will accept it, knowing that it may not favor them, because Nigerian politicians will never make laws that would not favor them. That's a problem.
Exactly. Because diaspora will not vote for somebody that they have known the history. Because we read.
No, so the diaspora audience is much more informed than the local audience. And so I don't know if you heard that interview with Dume.
Yes,
where he was still talking about the cult-like followership of Buhari, in spite of his colossal failure. he still has people who believe in him. Though many of them went hungry or became hungry or were hungry during his administration.
Yes.
And they still follow him that way. So that's why the only reason for that is because of illiteracy. I'm sorry, but that's the only definition.
Don't get me wrong. Politics has become precious. Politics right now, even we that we live in America, we are going through our own crisis here too. Don't get me wrong. With the politics of what we're getting. Because one thing about politics is like a game. And it's only played for certain individuals. Even for us here in America, we will be crying in certain way that what we have right now is not playing to what American dream is all about. Because American is the land of free and freedom and everything, but the freedom is now being, being curtailed or being.
Thank you so much. So I have to let others.
So that's what it is. Thank you so much.
I appreciate.
Keep up the good work. Keep up the good work.
Thank you so much. Gracias. Good night. Bye. Hello. Good evening. Welcome. Apologies for keeping you on hold for a while.
Good evening.
Is this Ogaranya? I'm fine. You're welcome. From Denmark. Put your mouth inside the matter. Go ahead.
You see, if Trump was to be the president of U.S. towards 2023, this person couldn't step into the head of affair of Nigeria.
You think Trump will prioritize his country over yours? I mean, your country over his, rather.
In a country, for example, let me give you an example of maybe Spain or even America. Do you know that judiciary may be corrupt, but the police cannot be corrupt as a judiciary? For example, now, if you make me a head of EFCC, do you know the first person I will prove? And he will end up in prison. Do you know who?
Who is that?
Inspector General of Police, both the former and the current. You will get all the details, the dirty of the corruption, of criminality going on in every country. There are the two key points to make country move. Do you believe that in 2011-10, the person may hear my voice and they know who is talking? I asked an retired commissioner of police. I said, how do you get house in Lekki? How do you make the money you used to get house in Lekki? He got shocked. And there is at a time I was discussing with even some of the DIG. You don't know what they're telling me? That if I'm the one to be in position, many people will end up in prison. 100% of them will end up in prison. Do you know what that means? That means that everybody in Nigerian government, both the politicians, both the security, 100% of them are well corrupt. That's why they allow this man to be the head of the department. You know what it means? Having this kind of person being a head of chief of security in the world is too annoying and more than very insult to Nigerian citizens.
Thank you so much. I appreciate
it. God bless you. Keep the fire burning.
I know good question.
Prince Chineke.
Prince Chilaka, they hear you. You don't hear today. Oh, Prince Chilaka, they say may continue to burn the fire. May no quench the candle.
We'll keep talking. We'll keep talking. So maybe you hold your extinguisher.
Make it carry fire extinguisher in case anything go wrong. All right. Thank you. So many calls still coming in. I doubt I can attend to all the calls. So Prince Francis Chilaka, I'd like to take your parting shots in the conversations we've had tonight. If you would oblige me.
No, there's no parting shot. Precious. You need to stop this parting shot. There's no parting shot anymore. Nigeria, anytime you talk about parting shot, it's not making no more parting shot. The truth of the matter is that I think Mr. President should use his tongue to count his teeth. He should listen to the music, the lyrics of the music with an open mind.
Okay. Just give me a second if you can hang in your thoughts there. Hello, good evening.
Talk to Precious.
You are talking to Precious. Welcome.
Hello?
Yes, you're welcome. Help me turn up the volume of your listening device so that we don't have that noise. You don't turn up that thing where you listen to.
I turn it off.
Turn them off now so that we'll feel hear you now. No vex, brother. You don't quench them.
I don't quench them.
Talk your mind now where you don't quench them. Talk your mind.
I just catch you people now, no. Jesus.
Now the first time they catch us with this. But you don't click on the subscription button. You don't click them. You don't subscribe.
I go do it.
Don't be I go now tomorrow. As they talk to me right now, press them. Subscribe and not free. Don't worry, not be Go TV and DSTV. You need to pay money. Not free. I need to charge you.
Press.
Why?
Send message, share the screen. Share the screen.
You go share the message. You go like them. Then you go see subscribe. You go see subscribe.
I go share, but what I have here now, share the screen, send message.
You go see send message and go to click that place so you see Precious in your TV. If you click on them, you can't see subscribe. You go subscribe. I know what I go do you tutorials. I don't mind, but it's fine. Just go ahead and make a contribution. Click on the name Precious in your TV. You go see them there. When you click on the name, it go show you the full page. Then you can't see where you go subscribe.
See, I'm clicking your picture now. It's not taking
waiting
anything.
Your hand they find for the picture. Ga no go picture. Click in name. Click any TV. The name now you go click on. Not be the face. See, leave picture alone. Click on the name. Make your contribution. Make your contribution. When you finish, come for backyard. Call me back. I go teach you how to subscribe. No worry. I make your contribution.
Waiting the shell.
I don't tell you what's in the shell I finish now. You never hear them.
Why are we having problem? The problem starts no other place than from the family of each of us. If the families are okay, you go to the polling booth, you will win election. But inside the family is divided. How would they be able to arrest themselves outside? This is the main problem that Nigeria have, and it has not been solved. Let me give you, for example, that for free. Grew up in Nigeria very well. I'm calling from United States.
Okay.
I passed through all the channels of poverty in Nigeria, from primary to university.
That is, you see all the everything we concern poverty.
I saw everything. Corruption did not start from politics. Corruption starts from the family. It is the family extended. Let me give you an example. If I happen to be in Lagos now, and they give me commissioner in Lagos, you know my wife will tell me that we won't live in Ketu again.
So when I don't big pass that level.
That we have to go to Ikeja. I don't go feel sleep. Or we have to go to VI. As I step into VI, all my brother-in-laws, they already have printed card at my special advisor. I didn't know about it.
So that means bottom line, so that will not go waste time too much. Bottom line, this corruption thing, they inside our body, from every family, from all of us, from house, now from come.
Let us, first of all, if Nigeria, one person, will describe himself and said, I have gone into transformation of giving my life to Jesus. I am telling you, the man in the mosque, he said, I am a Muslim. Because I know who are the real Muslim. The real Muslim will never take your money. The real Hausa man, 1970, will bring cow to my in-law in down to Enugu and leave 100 cow and go home without any money. And we still come and collect his money. You can't get that now. A real Muslim cannot touch you. So the main thing is that can people on their own agree with God? The trouble we have in Nigeria is that they have killed people that their blood are crying every day. And if they don't take time, nobody will be free. It's a burning glass. It's a fire burning burner.
Okay.
Every state, 36 states, they have shed the blood of innocent people. And these people are crying for God.
And are waiting the warriors like this.
Avenge for us. That is what their blood is crying. And people are thinking, Tinubu or not, God can appoint a wicked king over a nation just to deal with them. And somebody will get someone and cut him into pieces because he want to do harvest something.
Okay. So what will be the solution to this our problem? Because you don't talk for a while now, so that others go
talk.
The
solution for the problem is me and you to go back to God and cry.
Okay.
Whether mosque, whether church.
Okay.
Go back and cry. Don't think things will get better.
But we don't they cry since. Now, it means all this prayer, they pray since God need to hear them.
If they cry with one mouth, if they use one mouth to do the other thing. They cry now. They cry now is that precious. I send you 50,000 naira. Share it to all the poor people along the road. From the Badagry to Oshodi. And don't take any money, go to your house. Is it possible?
It is more than possible. If not precious in you give. Because precious he get a prophet, sir. Evangelist, sir. You called me precious. It's to say you call another precious. It's a good. But I'm my own precious. They no use my name, give that precious of no use my name, give the example of batting because me no follow for that example. Because I did do more than that for people.
In Nigeria, we will find very few that will escape that.
I go even add my own money to give those poor people. That's why I did.
I'm talking about you, precious.
Okay.
Their name is
precious. Thank you. It's good that you understand.
Before they give you precious, it's already defined.
Thank you. So, make I leave you, may they go. You get to wrap up because others they call to join you.
Why I'm telling you that from Abuja to the last state, Yobe, alphabet, there's no single person that is close as honesty. The only person that is genuine in that country is a child that is not up to 6 months. Because once you get to up to 6 months, you will be annoyed and bite the mother's breast. We need to pray because the blood is hot on the ground of Nigeria.
All right, thank you. But I want to ask you one question, no. Dubai, China, Singapore, Malaysia, not vex. How many prayer they pray before they get it right? Not vex.
All of them get their separate praise.
I say, how many prayer they been pray before their own country good?
I'm getting you now. I'm telling you that each country has their own praise. According to the way the devil manipulated their praise, that's how they got up.
Thank you so much, sir. God bless you. I appreciate you. It's okay. You've made your point now. Sir, you've spoken for 10 minutes, please. People have been calling to talk. Yeah?
Okay, let me conclude by this.
Okay. Okay.
When Jesus was living, he said, the prince of this world cometh and find nothing in me. So each country has a prince that is ruling them. Just like America, they have their own prince.
Okay.
That is controlling the place.
Okay.
Giving what people don't want to see.
It's okay, sir, so that we can let others contribute. I appreciate you. Thank you so immensely. You've spoken so well, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you. God bless you. Hello, good evening and welcome. Apologies for keeping you on hold for too long. Welcome. And for those just joining us, you can call the number 0817-029-4077 or go to the pinned post. There's a post pinned in the comment section. Click on that link on the pinned post and it's to direct you straight to the studio to join us via that link, or you call the WhatsApp number behind it, beneath it. Hello, good evening and welcome. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Hello, ma'am.
Can you hear me?
Very well, crystal clear. Good evening and welcome.
Oh, okay. Thank you. It's actually the first time I've gotten through.
Oh, thank you so much. It's a pleasure to have you here. Welcome.
Thank you. I'm calling from the U.S. and I just want.
Oh dear, am I losing you? And you just want to do what?
No, okay. I said I'm calling from the U.S. and I just wanted to add a few things to what Mr. Michael, I think, had said, or the last caller, about the problem of Nigeria being an individual issue, family issue.
Okay.
In order for us to move forward, we have to agree and we have to decide that corruption is going to be taken care of by everyone. When you have someone in a position, every member of the family tempts you, right? So that's the problem. So each family, when they have someone in power, they no longer see it as corruption because it's benefiting them. But the problem is those of us in the diaspora, we want to come home, but we can't come home because the system doesn't allow you to progress when you get home. You will be due to whatever money you
so
bring
the system
home,
does not reward hard work, basically.
People will find a way to dupe it, take it from you. Whatever good ideas you have, people would make sure they steal or destroy that. But you're in Nigeria. You're not a foreigner. So if we who are Nigerians in the diaspora cannot even survive in our own country because of this same corruption, I understand the cry about Tinubu and all that he's doing, but in a way, there's some good that Tinubu is bringing to the country, right? And we have to understand that all of us have a part to play. So
what are those goods? Can you help us? Can you help us articulate those goods that may outweigh the pain? Yes, exactly. Kindly help us articulate them.
Right. So the one thing that I noticed that he's focusing on in the government is creating a system. So right now he's giving us a digital system. It caused a lot of issues. But
what system is he creating? What system exactly is he creating, ma'am? I'm in Nigeria. You're in the diaspora. So I'm the one who will tell you about the system. So what system is he creating in Nigeria now that is digital?
So one of the policies that I see that he's put in place, right? There are two policies put in place. One is the cashless system, right? Whereby
Tinubu did not start the cashless system. I'm sorry, before you land, sorry, so we don't waste time. Tinubu never started the cashless system. Cashless economy was actually, in fact, it was conceptualized by the Goodluck Jonathan administration. And it was taken one step at a time. Do you understand? So it was never Tinubu's idea. Remember when they started reducing money from ATMs and they sampled it in like 3-4 states first before nationalizing it and all that during Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala's administration as the coordinating minister of the economy. So it wasn't Tinubu's idea. So what has he done? I want to know. It's important that we know because the idea is to speak constructively.
Okay, so another thing that I've seen now, I don't know if he started it or if he started in different administration, is in the health system, right? You heard about those with the dialysis and how most of the hospitals have equipment, right? That's one thing that has happened.
It is a lie. Whatever you have heard is a lie. As I speak to you right now, more Nigerians have died from preventable and treatable illnesses in this particular administration that they have ever died in most other administrations. Why? Because of cost of medical care.
We're talking about dialysis. The cost of dialysis has been
cut down. No. The dialysis is not. Nobody has benefited from it. Nobody has benefited from the dialysis.
People that have benefited from that. Or you're just following media propaganda. How many people do you know that have told you they benefited from it? Don't just believe in media propaganda.
I don't know.
And then why are you saying that? You are making an argument based on something you do not know. I am here. We are here. I am a Nigerian, and I know I have first-hand of people who have cancer, kidney issues, and natural. I hate to say this, but I'm somebody who gives. I do charity work from my pockets. I don't raise funds. And I don't do media coverage when I do my charity. I pay people's hospital bills. I buy medications for people. I give families food from my pockets, my hard-earned money. If people are benevolent enough, usually during my birthday period, to contribute to it, I add up to that. But I started with my own money, and I don't take pictures. I don't make publications when I'm doing it. So I'm not doing it for the purpose of the media. So I have first-hand information of what people are going through. I can tell you that people are dying right now for something as simple as BP medication, because it's gone astronomically high. There's some BP medication that you buy as much as 20,000 naira, some 8,500. How many BP patients can afford that? I don't even want to go to what do they call it? Diabetic medications. So whatever information you heard, how many individuals are benefiting from it? That's the question I asked you. So it would have been fair.
So I'm hearing you say what you're doing. So this is why I say the problem of Nigeria is going to be solved by individuals, right? We have, just like you are saying what you do, if you broadcast it, and we need to encourage people to be like that. That this is the only way we can take care of our people.
But madam, sorry. I'm sorry. See, I will be cutting you because you're in a country that functions. Please, I'm sorry, madam. Now, in the country where you are, please, is it through charity work that people are giving electricity? Is it through charity work that people are giving good health care? Is it through charity work that people are giving quality education? Is it through charity work that they do roads? Is it through charity work that you have water supply? Is it through charity work, or you just have government function and take care of their responsibility from the social contract that they have signed with the people? We have given them our resources to manage. It is your responsibility to manage our resources to our benefit, including the taxes we pay. So in the country where you are, ma'am, with all due respect, is it through charity work that your system is functioning? Or is it that the government is living up to its responsibility?
To be honest with you, if you really understand the American system, when there's a broken part, it is through charity work that it comes to the top before it becomes a government-adopted project. That's why America is the way it is, because the government will give the incentive. But most, I'm not talking about the waterways, but most big hospitals, it is through charity work before it becomes a federal project.
So the question now is, one more question though. So the monies that we have, that we're giving to government, and natural resources we've given to them to manage, what then are they doing with it? No vexo. It's a question. Now I tell you, the reason I'm asking you this is that we have tons of natural resources in Nigeria. United Arab Emirates, where we get our Mecca again. Most Arab countries, they have not the same number of natural resources we have, but their citizens are benefiting much more than we're benefiting. Tell me one thing or two, or maybe five, that Nigerians are benefiting from Nigeria as a country. Please.
So,
sir, ma?
I understand. Yeah. Okay. So I understand what you're saying. The problem we have is that the leaders we choose, how do we choose these leaders?
That is the question we're asking, and that's why we're discussing it.
Is broken. So we're thinking about solution. We have to begin to educate our kids that corruption is not what we want.
That is why we're having this conversation. It's now you're coming. That is how, and just like that man said, I believe it has to start from the family.
Yes, and the policies of how government officials are chosen, we have to rectify that. So all of our systems are broken until we come together as Nigerians to say, to cause changes. It's not going to happen. We're going to keep having bad leaders like what we have now. But it's the individuals that are going to fix it. Government is never going to fix it. So,
madam, do you know, you see the problem here? I'm sorry. When you just sit down in the diaspora and just think that you just perhaps just use a magic wand and turn it around the Nigerian situation. Now, let me explain to you how elections are done in Nigeria, just so you know, right? You have top major political parties in Nigeria, and these political parties hold their primaries. It is in that process of holding primaries that they elect people who will eventually be elected in the general elections. And that primaries election is a money bag election, where you see people use money. First of all, you don't have all the party members elect people who will represent them as flag bearers. You rather have people they call delegates. And most of these delegates are bought with money. I mean, not even naira, thousands of dollars. They buy them by the most paid candidate. to elect them as their representative, as the flag bearer of the party, because of the method of adoption of the primaries that they adopt. And when you have money bags win primaries, please tell me, when you have when each political party has flagged the worst people to rule you, who do you think you're going to vote for? And then let's even leave that, assuming that you have the worst people in the primaries. Then when it gets to the real election, you saw what happened in the 2023 election. I'm sure you would have seen where people were intimidated, including in front of law enforcement agencies, or agents rather, and they were unable to do anything. In fact, you even saw law enforcement agents themselves cutting away ballot boxes. How do you expect Nigerians to fight a law enforcement officer with a gun? Please tell me. Does that happen in the US?
The problem that we have in Nigeria with the election is happening everywhere in the world.
Oh, so in the US too, they carry. So
no. See, pressure.
Okay.
Pressure. It's very sad. When some people sit in diaspora, they assume what they assume. They don't know that things are not. She's in diaspora. Let her tell me when she suffered electricity failure. Let her tell me. If the electricity is information, don't they apologize? Why would people just come on air and be saying what they don't know?
Welcome.
Yeah, hello, Precious.
Yes, so you're welcome. Go ahead, please. What's your name? I should have ended the show. It's 2 hours. You guys are prolonging my show. You will pay me for extra time, because people are dragging us and Chilaka. If people will pay Chilaka for keeping him longer. Go ahead.
Well, it's okay. Yeah. I'm Daniel, and I'm calling from London.
Go ahead.
I'm one of the new followers.
Okay, you're welcome. Have you subscribed?
Yes.
Daniel?
Sorry.
Have you subscribed?
Yeah, I've done that.
It is well with you, my brother. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Amen. Sorry. I'm sorry. It's an insult to have people coming on a live program and to be defending something that is not, that you can't substantiate, or that's not even defensible, or what's the word? You can see I'm running out of words. It's an insult to you and the other man in the studio.
Prince Chilaka.
Yeah, honestly, it's an insult. Well, thank you for giving me the opportunity anyway. Let's start this way. I think the caller that called before the last caller, I think both of them, God knows what they've smoked. I'm sorry, I don't. Because you can see both of them, they're just speaking from both sides of their mouths. They're both contradicting each other. It's so annoying. I feel like throwing up.
Oh, sorry.
Honestly.
Please don't do that to us.
Okay, let's
all my callers are important to me, please.
Yeah, the caller that called before the last one.
Okay, yes.
Was actually saying Nigerians are the problems of what we're going through. That every family are responsible. I think where was he when Naira was higher than pounds? I've been in the UK for 29 years. Yeah, and I'm in my 46. Yeah, so where was he when? I think people need to do their research properly. At least listen to some, even if you can't understand English, listen to some pidgin English radio to gather some information. You can't just come on a live broadcast program that you're saying all this thing. It's not fair on you guys. Okay, what I want to say is that
unfortunately, she met somebody who's not. I'm not a rookie. I'm a bit more informed than people think.
These so-called cut and nail politicians, right? Subjected, if not almost all Nigerians to this abject poverty. Now you have 16, 18, 17 years old now parading themselves as hookup ladies in Nigeria. Now you see our police officers guiding Yahoo boys. So they need to understand. They need to understand that the politicians subjected us to this poverty. So you can't just blame me. You can't blame the family that, oh, we need to do. My dear, when you're poor, when you're poor, you will be desperate to do anything to survive. You'll be, okay, I've been in this country for 29 years. There's no such thing as a rich man or poor man. The two degrees that are backed in this country, British government are responsible. They were literally begging us to go to class. And they give you, they hand you a brand new laptop with student grants. If I'm meant to be, if I'm in Nigeria, God knows, maybe in 200 years, it wouldn't happen. Sometimes when I go, I just came back less than a month ago. I almost I'll tell my Nigeria, without my family in Nigeria, with all due respect, Nigeria is an open prison. It's as if, listen, for me, I'm not giving up on Nigeria. This is why they can't stand people like Shore, they can't stand people like Nnamdi Kanu, they can't stand people like Aisha Yusuf, they can't stand all these people. Even as they're not even money back, but you can see, whenever people like Shore speak, whenever like people like Nnamdi Kanu speak, you see they panic. You see them running around. They can't curb what's it called, Sambisa Forest. But then they're able to curb people like Shore, people like Nnamdi Kanu.
Thank you. Thank you.
So listen, the thing is, we can. I don't even honestly. For me, I'm not giving up on Peter Obi.
All right.
Right? I'm for sure, but then I'm not giving up on Peter Obi. I donated my £600 in his last campaign during the last general election.
Thank you.
I'm not giving up on him. We might think he's weak. I think the strategy that he's applying is working. If he assumed office, then you will see the true Peter Obi. I can bet you. He knows what he's doing. This guy knows what he's doing, to be honest. Peter Obi knows what he's doing.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
My phone lines are buzzing non-stop. Let's see if we can attend to as many people as possible before we run along for the evening. Hello, good evening. Good evening and welcome. Good evening. Hello, are you there? I can't get you. Good evening. Welcome. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, you're welcome. Go ahead. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm done. I'm calling you from Medugri.
So go ahead, please, and very quickly, if you can do that. Make it quick. Thank you.
I want to make mention of three things.
Go ahead, please.
The first thing which I want to mention of is this Tinubu case of drug issue in America. I know, number one, whatsoever they are going to release definitely is going to be highest. Maybe they have truth about everything. They won't release everything.
Which drink they drink? Napami? For my place, now either Pami or Kai Kai. Which one they drink?
Wine.
I could give you Pami. Go ahead. Because really, you really may not be able to get all of the truth. Really.
The first thing that you should know is that Tinubu is an asset. So they cannot just throw him away. Then secondly, I heard what the other caller said in respect to medical situation of the sector in Nigeria.
You don't see the dialysis center, they work. Your people don't benefit. You know, people don't benefit.
You know, they work. Even somebody just pay 97,000 naira
for one session of dialysis.
Yes. Then again, there is a lady in which I watch on YouTube. She was seriously lamenting that formerly she used to buy this inhaler. She's asthmatic. She used to buy it 800 naira during Jonathan time. But presently he's spending, the least one is around 8.5. The one in which he
now. Is there brand of inhaler we don't reach almost 50K, some na 20-something K. I get this information then.
So she was even crying and lamenting that her salary cannot meet up again because as a civil servant in level 9, that she's being paid 158,000 naira now after the new minimum wage. So she was telling me and lamenting seriously. And she normally use about 8 or 9 in a month.
Hi.
Then thirdly, in which I want to make mention of seriously, I try reaching out to you, is in respect to security situation in Nigeria.
All right.
You were talking about this person see lost the other day. There was a time in which they sent almost about 8 persons to my office because I normally handle a lot of ICT things for the government.
Oh, wow. Okay.
During Buhari's time.
Okay.
Security issue, if Nigeria want to settle security issue, is very, very simple and it's so easy.
So why didn't Buhari handle it properly then?
They don't just want to handle it. If not, it's very, very easy. Even with this Black Hornet, with Black Hornet alone, you know a lot of things in which Nigerian can use it to settle a lot of the security issue. Even look at the police now. In a recent, the police is supposed to be guiding all this out and Agboro. I have a brother who is presently in National House of Assembly. I wouldn't want to mention his name. But this same brother, when he's a Tinubu boy, when he's yet to enter power, he was having almost about 40 police persons that were escorting him. Then about 10 persons escorting his mother. Then the father too, sometimes even to the farm. But at the end of the day, if everybody is carrying police escort, both Agboro, both prospect politicians that they are grooming up to take over the country wealth and everything, which police will be left to mount all these headers crisis with farmers? Then again, you discover that the TSS, even in America, that we are always trying to copy their politics or their security architecture. When and when will you see the police escorting the president? All these persons.
Sorry, no vex. You don't talk, I beg, no vex. We could end them. Thank you so much. You've made very important points. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hello, good evening and welcome. Hello? Oh dear, I lost you. Okay. Hello, good evening. Hello? Hello, good evening. Sorry, what's your name, sir?
I'm very interested in this topic.
We're interested in you being, also jumping in. So, but get your mic closer to your phone a bit. We can't hear you. You're sounding a bit distant from your phone.
Okay, I'm very, very interested in this topic.
Okay, so get closer to your phone. If you're using an earpiece, please remove it because you sound a bit distanced. Go ahead.
Can you hear me better now?
We can manage.
Now, I'm interested in this topic.
All right, go ahead, please.
And I just came back from Nigeria. I live in diaspora. I was in Nigeria for 2 months. It was hell there in that Nigeria. It was hell there in Nigeria. Tinubu has not done anything. The only thing I think he did was he groomed the hooligans. He groomed the dogs. There are hooligans on the street. There are hooligans within the government parastatals. Dogs that fight for him. Dogs that fight if you happen to say any truth about the country. The country for me is a risk because there's no security. There's no health system in place. In fact, I lost a friend. I lost a friend at Lutz Hospital. After giving them the whole sum of money, the man ended up dying.
Oh my.
With the doctors walking reluctantly. And when these doctors, they come over here, I think the principal policies and procedures here make them to be effective. And you will not even know that they have any knowledge of what they are doing here if you are in Nigeria. Everybody in Nigeria is using the system to rob, to steal, because they know that nothing can come out of any reports.
Thank you.
The justice system is a risk. Look at what is going on in the assembly regarding Natasha.
Yes,
and can you look at what is happening there?
Thank you. Thank you. Apologies. Let's keep it short so we can accommodate others. I get your point, and it's a very sorry situation. This is what you know. If others tell you their story, you go run away. We appreciate you. Good night, sir. Thank you so much. Hello, good evening, and welcome. Okay. All right. Hello, good evening. Oh dear. Hello, good evening. Oh, the calls is coming in the numbers. Good evening. Are you there, sir?
Yes, good evening, ma'am.
Yes, you're welcome.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. What's your name, sir?
My name is Frank.
Okay.
I'm calling from the U.S.
You're welcome. Please tell us ahead, the U.S. Is it true that it's through charity that people used to do development work, develop your, any, development is through charity that begins it. Is it true?
That lady is talking crap. I was listening to her. She was talking iron nonsense. Okay? She was talking iron nonsense. You were trying to educate her on how America works. And she's here telling you social services, and she must be a social worker because, they spend the money people make and give them, they spend for free. Somebody who's working hard and paying taxes to the government, the government to take care of them. You understand? Listen.
Yes, sir.
Precious.
Sir?
I adore you. I adore Prince Chilaka.
Thank you, sir.
I've been watching you, but I've not said time I'm calling. That I've been calling for 3 hours. I just got it. All I have to tell you is this: I'm a true Nigerian, born before the war. I fought the war at my tender age. Okay? I've been to different parts of Nigeria, east, west, north, south, name it. I've been to Zaria, Port Harcourt, your Science and Tech, we opened it. I've been to Uniben before I went to US. I'm a physician. I've been trying to establish medical centers in Nigeria. All the politicians frustrated everything. Okay?
Naturally.
Nigeria is not a state where all these people who said, look at Akpabio, look at their history. They're all criminals, to be honest with you. I'm not supporting Natasha or no Natasha, but the lady has a thing. But for you, I love the way you and Prince Chilaka is going it. Prince, please, God bless you. And Precious, stay with the call. Don't let people derail you. I'm calling from University of London or America. Stay with the call. I was trying to trick you and all those things. Tinubu is doing it. I knew Tinubu in 1976 in Chicago, okay? When he was peddling drugs, okay? So, don't tell me now he came to abide that. To be honest with you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay?
Thank you.
But all I'm trying to tell you, please, Precious, stay the way you are.
Thank you, sir.
I've been sending you messages on your WhatsApp. I don't know if you're going to get them.
It's okay. If you send out, get it, or my assistant will get and call my attention to it.
All I'm saying is that my country, I sang in Nigerian national anthem in elementary school. Onisha, Zik was there, saluting. All of a sudden, Nigeria became a buncombe state. My father never cracked a slate in elementary school, but my father made sure all of us got educated.
Okay, sir.
So in those days, people sacrificed what they have to do.
Educate
Today, Nigeria is the Yahoo, 419er, all this. My own state, I won't call his name, he's a Yahoo 419er that made him get there. He didn't win the election. He was number 4 guy in the election.
The name of your state. The name of your state, does it start with I?
I don't want to say.
Oh, sorry,
I want to say, you know the state. You know the state already.
I surrender. I give up. It's okay. Thank you, sir.
No. I'm trying to say, today's Nigerians, they come, they have one, they flash it. Nigerian man will go and buy a Rolls Royce. There's no road to drive the freaking Rolls Royce.
I did not show you people Wike's convoy. You've not seen his convoy. He has Bentley. You never see him. I will show you now. Latest Bentley.
When I was in school in Port Harcourt, Wike was in primary school. Okay, that's one. And all the professors that become professors after I grew up, I didn't teach Wike. Who taught him English in secondary school? He's here with me here in US. Wike doesn't want him. They don't want to talk to him.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Let me let you go so that others can talk. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, sir.
Please, thank you. God bless you.
I appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Hello, good evening. All right, so what's happening with this call? Try to pick these calls, but they keep going off. Hello, good evening. Are you there? Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Hello. Yes, good evening. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Good evening.
Good evening. Welcome. What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Churchill. I'm calling from Germany.
You're welcome, Churchill. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Prince Chilaka, are you there?
Prince Chilaka. Yes, he can hear you.
Hello?
Go ahead. Yes, he can hear you. Go ahead.
Prince Chilaka, good evening. I'm the one that promised you 1 bottle of palm wine. Because you have been doing a good job.
It's the when I promise you, Pami, 1 bottle of Pami. Say because you did a great job.
And the woman.
Thank you very much.
I don't know what she took, or I don't know. Because it's obvious she has been in the U.S. for a very long time. Maybe she has stayed there for 40 years and she has not been to Nigeria lately. So that's the problem. So, but hello, can you hear me?
But they said they used to snatch ballot boxes in almost all the countries. Please, in Germany, when you pull your election, please tell us.
Of every election in Germany, you won't even know there's an election because you just walk into the places where you can vote. You just walk in there, do your voting, and go back to your normal business. They don't even tell you. People don't even say, "Oh, we're having a public holiday because of election." No, you don't even know. So she saying that they snatch ballot boxes, and I don't think she's living in America. And I'm very, very sorry about that.
Right,
and secondly,
okay,
can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Secondly, about Tinubu's issue. Drug issue. I think on the ground, I think that Nigeria is having issues with America. That is why this thing is coming out now. Or they just want to use it to push him again, so he will do their bidding. So he will do their bidding. I think that's the only reason why the case is coming out again.
All right, thank you so much.
You guys are doing a great job. So, like I said, Prince Chilaka, you hear from me, sir.
Thank you very much.
Your palm wine.
It's about
the palm wine tapa.
They say you get palm wine tapa, make you bring that from pantry. So much. Thank you, Churchill. I appreciate you. Thank you. Good night. Hello, good evening, and welcome. Good evening.
But they said they used to snatch ballot boxes in almost.
Can you help me quench the voice from where you? Hello. Oh, it's not good like this now. It's not good. All right, so I'd like to say a very big thank you. My message box is full. I see lots of messages. Unfortunately, I cannot read all of them, but I appreciate all of you. I appreciate all of you big time. Thank you so much to everyone who's been part of this show. Prince Francis Chilaka, thank you. I can't thank you enough. I've kept you longer than we bargained for, you bargained for, but I appreciate you. Thank you for your time, for making our time to talk to Nigerians about our country. We'll keep talking for the development and success of our country. We'll not go stop to talk, because when we stop talking is when we start dying. We're talking and we're dying. So we'll not go stop to talk so that we'll go there alive. I appreciate you big time. Thank you so much. And to everyone who's joined the live show, thank you. I love when I love when I scatter. So because I love you, or just click on that subscription button, click on the like button, share this post, like this post, and also turn on your notification button, make you know when we're going to go live or when we post any content. I appreciate you guys. I love you. Protect your mental health though, because it's very important. Wahala, let it finish. I'll see you again tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. God